Welcome back for video 2, where we are going to be looking at some really basic comprehension questions to do at home with your learner. As I said in the first video, this book is aimed at a younger reader, so the questions may seem very basic, but you've got to remember that discussion around the book is the most important thing. So let's start looking at those comprehension questions. So the first one's a really simple question. It's just asking them to make a prediction, asking them, what do you think the story is going to be about? And the most important part, why do you think that? Can your learner explain why they have made that prediction? Can they use their inference? Can they give an explanation? It's really good. And the more you do it with your children, the more you'll see them progress from random predictions to actually thinking about it. Don't be afraid to sit there and look at the front cover of a book for a while with your learner, because looking at it and making that prediction is just as important as starting to read it. Being able to look at it and use inference based on what they can see, the title, and if you've got the back of the book available, even reading the blurb if they need some more encouragement. Right, the next one we're going to look at is a vocabulary based question, and it's really simple. I just want to know, what is a hypnotist? So just discuss that with your learner. If your learner's unsure, if you feel like you can give a really good explanation, then do so. But if you want to take it one step further, you and your learner can look up the word. You can look up the meaning together in a dictionary or online. Dictionary is also a great way to be using that alphabetical ordering. Don't worry, in future videos I won't be explaining it as much. I will just be reading the questions. While I'm just starting out with you guys, I just thought it'd be good to explain why I want to do these things and why I'm asking these questions. It will also then hopefully encourage you while reading with your children to naturally start asking those questions, because sharing a story is great, and at times, it's the right time and place to just sit and read for enjoyment, but discussion of that book is key to your child's understanding. So right now I want us to look at the illustration. When you're reading with your young learners, you don't just have to use the words. Using the illustration is a great way to cover that comprehension. And I just want to ask the question, why do you think they have knives coming out of their faces in the illustration? That's it. I just want you to discuss why you think that might be. Can you think of any expressions? Are they knives? What other words could be used? So there's going to get a lot out of this question. Now, going back to the idea of prediction, we've got to the end of chapter 1, so I want your learner to think, what do you think is going to happen in chapter 2? This is a great way to check your learner's understanding by encouraging them again to make that reasonable prediction based on what has happened so far. So you could even go through the book, you could watch the first video again and think, what is happening in this story? So what's happened so far? What happened first, then what happened, and finally what happened in chapter 1, and using that information to make that prediction. Well, I hope you all have a lovely evening, and I will be uploading chapter 2 tomorrow. Thank you.